These things you keep, you better throw them away. You want to turn your back on your soulless days. Once you were tethered, but now you are free, because that was the river, and this is the sea. Now if you're feeling weary, if you've been alone too long, maybe you're feeling suffering from a few too many plans that have gone wrong. And you're trying to remember how fine your life used to be, running around banging your drum like it's 1973. Well, that was the river. This is the sea. Now you say you got trouble. You say you got pain. You say you got nothing left to believe in, nothing to hold on to, nothing to trust, nothing but chains. You've been scouring your conscience, raking through your memories, scouring your conscience. You know that you once held the key. Well, that was the river. This is the sea. Now I can see that you're wavering as you try to decide. You've got a war in your head, and it's tearing you up inside. You're trying to make sense of something that you just don't see. Trying to make sense now. You know that you once held the key. Well, that was the river. This is the sea. Now I hear there's a train. It's coming on down the line. It's yours if you hurry. You've got still enough time. And you don't need no ticket. And you don't pay no fee. No, you don't need no ticket. And you don't pay no fee. Because that was the river. And this is the sea. Behold, the sea. Inashke, behold. Gitchigami, the sea. Oh,
I'm ready whenever you are.
Oh, okay. Let me just grab my guitar here.
Inashke, behold, the sea, sweetie. Yeah. And this is our Ojibwe phrase of the day. Inashke, behold. Gitchigai. Michael, you know, I could have read almost anything, and with that background guitar, it sounded beautiful. Hey, thanks, man. Bonjour, Kakinawea. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Behold, BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language. Oh, what? Well, I was going to say a podcast about Ojibwe language. I didn't know it was going to be a podcast about beautiful and talented women. Oh, get out of here. The lovely and the talented Natasha. Ikadon Bonjour, ni weenie mushain. Say hello, my sweetheart. Bonjour, Gakina Awia. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Natasha. And over here on guitar, Michael Lyons. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the show. Inashke Gitchigami, behold the sea. You know what that means to me, sweetie? What's that? Like all the rivers are our past. Everything that's gone on before us. And everybody's river eventually feeds into the sea. All of our individual stories, they feed into the sea, and then we all gather together in this, the present time that we're living in is the sea. And the water boys are just saying, behold, just let's just take a minute. Behold the sea. Look, all of our lives and all of our individual stories, they've come together. Today, Michael, at this podcast, at this very podcast, behold the sea. Or something. Yeah, you know. You know what I'm saying? I know what you're saying. Should we see who's here? Yeah, Wally Bear's here. Oh, wow, Wally Bear. Bonjour, Niji. Welcome to the show. Pull up a chair. Me and Natasha and Michael are just, talking poetry. As we're wont to do. Bonjour, Niji. Wissani is here. Well, bonjour, Wissani. Bonjour, Wissani. Mino Giga Jabe. Good morning. Mino Giga Jabe. Good morning, Wissani. Oh, let's give first of all, let's give Wally Bear a gold star. Yeah, Wally Bear's got a gold star on the board. And Wissani gets a silver star. Silver star for second in class. And James Shagobe. Bonjour, James. And James gets the bronze star. And a bronze star for James. Oh, here comes cousin Missy. Well, bonjour, Missy. And Missy gets a absolutely nothing. Oh. Can't she get a participation trophy? No, she's Gen X. We don't give participation trophies to Gen Xers. That's right. Sorry, Missy. No star for you. We go by the values of the Gen X. Generation X. We don't give participation trophies. That spoils a kid. You got to earn your gold star. You got to earn that smiley face written on the top of the spelling test. I don't know. James Shagabe, cousin Missy. Jim Dunn's here, sweetie. No way! Bonjour, Jim. He's come, been, and gone. Well, he's come, been, and Jim Dunn. However that goes. Sequoia Hummingbird's here. Well, Minoki Gajev, Sequoia. Minoki, good morning, Sequoia. Pull up a chair. Why don't you join us for the sacred medicine water, black medicine water ritual. The sacred coffee ritual. Yes. As in the days of the ancestors, in the days of the grandfathers, the Anishinaabe would gather, have a cup of coffee, shoot hey, don't say it. You know what I mean. Good morning. I remember when I was a little guy. Yeah. We used to play Little League baseball in the summer. And then after Little League practice was over, and we get together at like 9 in the morning or something for some reason. We practiced for a couple hours, but then by 10:30, 11, we'd ride our bikes down to the cafe. And you get in the cafe, because they had a pool room in the back. Yeah. And but you had to walk through the cafe, and there'd be all the elders from the town drinking coffee. By then, they'd already finished their breakfasts. Some were reading the paper, some were just talking, some were smoking cigarettes. This was the 80s, you know. And I always assumed when I became an elder, I'd be one of those guys hanging out at cafes with the other guys talking about fishing or something. Yeah. But they tore down the old cafe in LaPorte. Well, there's a coffee house now that Joyce and Kevin own. That's right, the old Leduc house. Yep. We should go check that place out. I've wanted to. You want to do it today? No, the roads are too bad. Yeah, we had really bad storm, kind of. I didn't really watch the weather or anything, but it looks like we got some snow. And it's going to get below 0 again tonight. It's going to be like 10 below tonight. Hope you enjoyed your spring, Minnesotans. It's over. We're back to winter. Yeah. So let's see. Today, sweetie. Abatu, sabatu, sabatu, who say? I got to say, abatu, who say? Hey, baby. Wally Bear says Gen X gets beer. All right, Gen Xers, if you're done with your coffee for the morning, it's already 8:30. It's got to be happy hour sometime. Pretend you're having brunch and pretend your Pabst Blue Ribbon in your coffee cup is actually a mimosa. A mimosa. That's champagne and orange juice? I don't know, actually. I think it might be. You know, if you get classy about your alcoholism, it can be less shameful. That's right. You know. Oh, no, I just put a little Irish cream in my coffee. Oh, what's Irish cream? Whiskey. It's a joke, you guys. There's no cream in there. You getting drunk? No. No, we don't drink anymore, except coffee. And water. And I had a Diet Coke the other day. Really? Yeah, I forgot how much I like Diet Coke. I used to drink it when I was in college. But Abituse, halfway. We're halfway through the week. We're halfway through the month. Today's 15th, right? Yep, February 15th. Abituse. Halfway. Hey, sweetie. Yeah? You want to take a call? Phone calls? Well, sure. I'll take a call. Who is it? Line 2. Line 2. Hello, caller. Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. You're on the air.
Hey, yo, NANABOOZHOO, it's me, Sly Stallone.
Well, hey, Rocky. How you doing, sweetie? It's Rocky. Well, hi, Rocky.
Hey, yo, you can call me Sly.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sly.
Yeah, I mean, I play Rocky in the movies, but I'm just an actor. My real name is Sly Stallone. Sly, it's short for Sylvester, but then also I'm kind of a sly guy.
Are you a sly guy, Sly?
Yeah, that's right, you know. I mean, there was a time I went toe-to-toe with Apollo Creed, but then, you know, Adrian, she died. And then I had to go and do some more sequels, but now they're doing a Rocky and I'm not even in it.
Yeah, I think I heard that, sweetie. Creed number 3 now? Yeah. I mean, why don't they just write a story that ends anymore? But apparently Rocky's not even going to be in it. They finally killed off the main character.
Yeah, it's weird,
Yeah. Anyway, how's everything else going in your life?
Oh, you know, it's all right. I got up early this morning. I drank a glass of eggs, and I went on a run. And then when I got to the top of the steps, I popped up and down. I was like, hey, yo, I did it. And then I ran back home, and now I got to feed the turtles, and I was watching your show. And I got to tell you something, NANABOOZHOO.
Yeah, what's that?
I really like that poem, This is the Sea.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, that was all right.
Yeah, This is the Sea. It comes from a song written by the Water Boys.
Yeah, what was that now? It was, Behold the Sea. That was the river, and this is the sea.
Yeah. What does that mean to you?
Well, you know, it's like, it was back in the day, there was a time when I had to go toe-to-toe with Apollo Creed, and then I had to fight, and I had to run, and I had to train. That was the river. But then when I won the championship, and I was like, yeah, oh, Adrian, that was the sea. And today, calling up your show, this is the sea. So behold the sea.
Yeah, that's right. Behold the sea. Yeah, you know, there's something about the movie Rocky that really touched me. And it's kind of about that finding your path, I think.
Yeah, let me forget about it. I'm going to tell you something you already know, NANABOOZHOO.
Yeah, what's that?
Life, it ain't all sunshine and roses.
That's true.
But, we're all put here, we got to walk a path. Everybody's got their own path. For some people, it might be getting a shot at the title. You know, for me, I had to run around the neighborhood, and I had to do some push-ups, and then I had to go toe-to-toe with Apollo Creed. But that was my path. You know, Native Americans, they talk about paths. The elders, they would talk about the Red Road. Misqua Mekana. Misqua Mekana. Well, no, what's the Misqua Mekana? Well, Misqua means red, the color red. Mikana is your road. If you're on your right path, that means you're on the red road. Yeah, you know. I mean, sometimes you can get off the path if you start chasing, you know, the limelight, or maybe you're chasing money. You might find yourself doing commercials even though you can't read very well. Yeah, exactly. When you were doing those commercials, you were kind of off your path. But when you got back on into training or something, that was probably when you found the red road. Yeah, the Mesqua Mikana. That's right, red road. So what's behold the sea. What's up for you in the future? Well, you know, I mean, I'm getting up there in years. I start to look at the path I've been on, and it's been a bumpy ride. Let me tell you. I started out by boxing, and then I had to go to Vietnam. And when I came back, they drew first blood. But then I was Rambo, and then I got into some other stuff. I had to fight. I had to arm wrestle over the top, and then my wife, yeah, she wanted a divorce. Yeah, I heard about that. How's that going with your divorce? Well, it's over now. I gave her half of my money, and then I got to keep the dog. You got to keep the dog? Yeah, she was like, hey, it's either me or that dog, that stupid pup of yours. And I was like, well, okay then, I'll see. Don't let the door hit you in the butt. Is that what you said? Yeah. And then my little puppy's right here. Hey, say hello, pup. Say hello, Pupkus Jr. Oh, did you hear that? That was my dog. Hey, that's great. Say hi to your dog for me. Yeah, a dog is really a man's best friend. A wife, ex-wife, not so much. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. Well, listen, I better get going. I got to get back to my show. All right, well, hey, how do you say goodbye in Ojibwe? Well, we don't really say goodbye, Sly. We say, Gigawaba Min, Minowa. Gigawaba Min, Minowa, Nanaboozhoo. I'll see you again. Hey, Gigawaba Min, Minowa, Sly. Hey, Natasha. Gigawaba Min, Minowa. I'll see you again. Okay, Sly. Forget about it. Sylvester Stallone, getting philosophical. Yep. That poor guy. Yeah. I heard rumors they might want to start a reality show about his daughters. He's got like 4 or 5 beautiful grown daughters now. Were they daughters from this wife he just divorced? I think so. Did he have any daughters from Brigitte Nielsen? I don't know. I hope not. Were they married? I don't know. They might have been. Yeah, he's had some questionable tastes in women, I gotta say. Gigo Abamin, Minowa, I will see you again. Hey, good looking. What you got cooking? Surrealist is here. No way, BOOZHOO, Surrealist. Okay, Mino Giga Jabe, Surrealist. Good morning. We were just talking about the red road, behold the sea, life's journey. Life's journey is like a river. Is it? Yep. Takes me down to the river, and to the river we'd ride. I was talking about Bruce Springsteen yesterday. Were you or was I? One of us was. Mary acts like she don't remember.
Wait, how's that go? I go down to the river. Mary acts like she don't remember. Somehow the word curse, it haunts me like a curse. Mary acts like she don't remember. Or is it something worse? Yeah. That takes me down to the river. A lot of times when, here's something for the kids. When you get old, don't gesture to me, I'm young. Okay, when you get old like me and Michael, you'll find yourself wanting to go back to the places where you used to walk when you were younger, just to make sure it's still there. What was that song by Joe Jackson? Take me to my hometown, 'cause I know I'll never be the same. Back to my hometown, 'cause it's been so long, and I wonder, is it still there? Yeah. The hometown. But you want to go back. It's like you want to go back to the source of the river. See where you've come from. Because after all these miles, after all these years, after all these steps, walking the earth, walking a red road, all the streams and rivers eventually collect and gather at the sea, the Gitchigami. A lot of people think Gitchigami means Lake Superior. Yeah, that's what I always thought. Yeah, me too. But Gitchigami is any great water. Gamiwi is like a lake. But a Gitchigami would be like the ocean or the sea. Behold the sea. Once in a while, it's good just to stop. Go, behold, stop. Here we are. It's 2023. I'm still standing. I'm better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor. Feeling like a little kid. Inashke. So what's your path, sweetie? My path? Yeah. What's the red road look like for Natasha? To me, the red road is this show. Is it really? I really think so. I think when I finally stumbled upon doing something I loved for people who I love, to address an issue that they might need help with, that's how you find your red road, I think. That is true. Do you want to talk about that during your outdoor prayer? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, how about you, can you give some Auntie Natasha's wisdom on how to know if you're on the red road? Yeah, I could do that. How to find your true path and how to beat depression. Wow, that's pretty ambitious. Yeah, it is. Okay, coming up, Natasha's gonna cure depression and tell you how to find your red road. Wisdom from Auntie Natasha. Nabwaka win. Natasha's Nabwaka win. Natasha's wisdom. Get your gumi. The big lake, she says, never gives up her dead. La dee da dee dee. Lake Superior never gives up her dead. Really? No, it keeps those bodies. If they drained that lake, all you'd see at the bottom are dead bodies and possibly UFOs. Yeah, that's my new theory. I think the UFOs are coming out of the Great Lakes. Was that one in Michigan? Lake Huron? Yeah. Somebody's got to tell the government, quit shooting down the UFOs over Lake Huron. Hey, you guys, they're just aliens from beneath the sea. They come out of the lake. That's why you didn't detect them on your stupid radar. Radar doesn't go under the water. In the ocean and in all the Great Lakes, there's a race of what we think of as gray aliens.
Is that true?
Yep. And you can trust me, I'm on YouTube. No, who knows? A lot of weird stuff going on in the news these days, from alien invasions, government apparently bombing us. Ohio's got, it's turned into Mad Max overnight.
Yeah, I know, with that train derailment explosion.
Yeah. I mean, it's starting to look like some end of the world movie. Every time you turn on the news, oh, here come the aliens. Oh, there's the explosions in the Midwest. Oh, look out, here comes transgendered story hour for your children. I mean, what's going on? Behold the sea. It's a sea of tears. But here we are. Some people think it's the end times.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Hey, sweetie.
Yeah?
Got another call.
Should I take the call, or should we play one of the songs?
We have a bunch of songs, don't we?
Michael, do you want to sing a song?
Yeah, sure.
All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye. But the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, how I hate to go. There's so many times I've let you down. So many times I've played around. I'll tell you now, they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I think of you. Every song I sing for you. When I come back, I'll bring your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, how I hate to go. One more time, let me kiss you. Then close your eyes and I'll be on my way. Dream about the days to come, about a time when I'm alone, about a time when I won't have to say, oh, kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, how I hate to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lyons and Emily. That was great, you guys. Hey, Surrealist, yes, Miigwech, Chimiigwech for the super chat. I know it sounds incredibly shallow and materialistic, but when we get super chats, it does alleviate 90% of the anxiety we carry around on the show. Yeah, no kidding. You know. Yeah. So Miigwech, I don't know how to thank you. It's very generous, and we all appreciate it. But the Miskwa, $100 is some sweet Junia. That's what I'm saying. Miigwech, Surrealist, you're the best. And everybody else, Kakinawiya, if you'd like to support the show, we are very grateful, even if it's just a cup of coffee, a tip in a guitar player's case, or if you wanted to click the links. Red Z signed up on Patreon. That's right. Miigwech, Red Z. We have a link in the description to Patreon. I think they work. Since we got the new platform, whatever. I think they're working. Anyway, check out the description and the links in the description box. Check out the description and the links. Listen to me. Check out the links in the description. And Michael Lyons has books for sale like Little Cutie, A Teddy Bear's Vision Quest. And I'm with you. I think this is his best book. Really? Yeah. Little Cutie, Teddy Bear's Vision Quest. Links in the description. Michael has other books and comics for sale at Amazon.com. Missy's thanking Surrealist. You're a blessing, Surrealist. This show is a blessing. Miigwech, Nancy Schmancy. Oh, is Nancy here? Yep. Hey, good morning, Nancy. I'm feeling tremendously thankful, Miigwech. Isn't that just a key to getting everything you want in life? You start by being grateful, and then you realize you have a million reasons to be grateful, and all your anxiety goes away. Yeah. And it happened again. What's that? I think I'm becoming a country music fan. No, you used to be so cool. I know. I've spent my whole life being cool. You guys know me. I'm nothing if not cool. But every time I end up turning on the car radio, it's just flip around. I don't listen to country music stations as a rule, but I was flipping around, accidentally landed on some country song I'd never heard before. It's probably a huge hit. And the lyrics were something about the guys on his tombstone. It should read, "Here lies a guy who got everything he ever wanted." You know? And he just talked about, my life is so good on my tombstone. Right? Here lies a guy who got everything he ever wanted. Cold beer, good woman, pickup truck, or whatever. And it like struck a nerve. I was like, man, what a way to think about life. I got everything I ever wanted. What did you really want? Good friends, beautiful girlfriend, some music in your life, some laughs, not to worry about survival, to just grow and have fun. Isn't that the meaning of life? Red road, behold. The Misqua Mikana. The red, what red is the red road? It sounds racist when those elders talk about the opposite of the red road is the black road.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, no, the bad road is the black road. Don't get involved with the blacks. Like, no. It's not like that. The black road is just... What do you think the black road is?
I think the black road is just any path off of your true path. For some people, it looks like alcoholism and stuff. But I think for some people, the black path can just be like following a career you're not supposed to be in.
Yeah. That's been kind of the bane of your existence, hasn't it, Michael? What do you mean? Like being on a path that isn't really yours. That's exactly right. There have been times even where I've had what other people thought were good jobs. Yeah. And like my family would be proud of me and stuff. But it wasn't my path, and I could feel like that I was off the path. But I think the show is actually my path too. Yeah, huh? Me too. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, you can even be, for some people, this is why a lot of people go through like a midlife crisis after college.
What do you mean?
Well, you know how like midlife crisis, most people think, oh, midlife crisis is when guys start to realize they're getting old and so they buy a sports car or try to overcompensate so they can still pick up chicks.
Yeah.
But I think your midlife crisis is actually, some people, they go to college and they go to get their master's degree, their PhD or whatever, and they get in and they get a good job, and they get a girl, and they get her, and like that song, you may find yourself living with a beautiful woman, wife, and a beautiful family, and you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? But you can find yourself living a certain life that would be great for somebody else. But it's not your path. And so even though you might make some money, well, do you think you can be successful not being on the red road? I think you can for a short time, but I think that was always my problem. What do you mean? Well, I kept getting fired from good jobs. I would screw up or, it wasn't my true calling. And it wasn't until I found my true calling where I started seeing any kind of like success. Yeah, you'll start seeing success in the thing you want when you find your true path. Your true path is ideal for you. Now, for some people, it might be to be a teacher. To be a police officer, to be a warrior. Do a lot of things. Some people, it might be to, play with puppets and sing songs on his guitar. Yeah, for some of us. Draw cartoons. Exactly. Misqua Mikana, the red road. Well, sweetie, how about we play a song, and then I'm gonna turn the show over to you.
Okay.
Up next, lovely and talented Auntie Natasha. But first, let's dance. Oh, here we go.
This one's called Let's Dance.
Let's dance. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. Let's dance to the song they're playing on the radio. Let's sway while color lights up your face. sway, sway through the crowd to an empty space. If you say run, I'll run with you. If you say hide, we'll hide. Because my love for you would break my heart in two. If you should fall into my arms and tremble like a flower, yeah. Let's dance for fear your grace should fall. Let's dance for fear tonight is all. Let's sway, you could look into my eyes. Let's sway under the moonlight, serious moonlight. If you say run, I'll run with you. If you say hide, we'll hide. 'Cause my love for you would break my heart in two. If you should fall into my arms and tremble like a flower, let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance. And you have been watching
BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO.
the podcast
About
about
Ojibwe language.
and culture. My name is Michael Lyons. This is Emily.
BOOZHOO.
Over there is Nanaboozhoo.
Okay.
And of course, Natasha.
BOOZHOO.
And I will see you again. Gigawabamin Minowa. Owa.
BOOZHOO! Let's dance! Oh, Miller River Raz with Papa Rick. Jibby! Oh gosh. BOOZHOO, Papa Rick. Welcome back. I never listened to country music, but when I was leaving my mother's funeral, oh, that was a mess. I can imagine. And I got in the van and started it up, and Already There by Lone Star was playing. So amazing. I felt her. Yeah, I totally believe that we get messages from the spirit world through songs. And what seems like crazy coincidences. You go, oh, I can't believe right at that very moment. That one song that has meaning to me and the person who passed away. Yeah. That's crazy. And that stupid country music. You don't want to like it, but man, those guys know how to write sad lyrics. And they often talk about life in the big picture. You know, finding love, family, life and death, what happens after death, you know. Country guys are weirdly religious, you know. Even though they're all a bunch of alcoholics. Speaking of being weirdly religious, I better put out my tobacco. I gotta ask the Creator to help me speak. Get you, Manadu, Great Spirit. Tagawi tukawishin, ando minaway nungum. Please help me to speak well today. I'm going to try to talk about how to overcome depression, how to find your true path in life. I'm going to be doing a lot of pretty cocky, like, who am I to be giving advice? So please help me. Give me some nabwako some wisdom, some dabadane, dizzy win, some humility, so I can do it without, thinking I'm all that. Miigwech ishi bamadaziyan. Thank you for my life. Dash. Miigwech ka ishi kakinakeku. Ka ishi chikan nungum. And thank you for everything that you do today. Miigwech ka Jesus. Thank you for the sun. Dash miigwech bizandawieg, and thank you for listening. Oh! Dash miigwech gagay ninde. Thank you for healing my heart. I wouldn't be able to talk about this stuff if my heart was still broken. So, thanks for putting my heart back together. Abenge. Amen. Ni miigwechi wandam gitchi manadu. I'm grateful, Great Spirit. Rascal Flats, bless the broken road, never meant much. To I was dating Mormon Bear, then it hit home. Oh, really? Rascal Flat. Okay, there's a song recommendation. You know what happens when you play a country song backwards? Oh, yeah, I've heard this. You get your horse back, you get your car back, get your money back, you get out of jail. If you play it backwards, you play Led Zeppelin backwards, and it's nothing but praising Satan. You play a country song backwards, you get your horse back, your dog comes back alive, your girl comes back, you get out of jail, you sober up. Anyway, for today's Auntie Natasha's Nabwaka win. Pre-disclaimer, whatever. I want you to know that I understand that I'm just a silly little girl. And I don't mean to talk down to any of my elders. And I know there's a lot of people wiser than me who will be listening. So this is wisdom to people who maybe are younger than me. Or maybe people who are my age. Or maybe even for older people who somehow missed this. But you probably know. How to overcome depression. That's a whole category on YouTube. There's probably a dozen TED Talks. How to overcome depression. Read my book, Overcoming Depression. How to... That's an old Steve Martin bit where he goes, how to be a millionaire and never pay taxes. You can be a millionaire and never pay taxes. You say, Steve, how can I be a millionaire and never pay taxes? Two simple things. First, get $1 million. Now, like it's just that easy. Well, when the tax man comes to your door and he says, you have never paid taxes, you say, I forgot. So many people let themselves get into impossible situations because they don't say, I forgot. I forgot armed robbery was illegal. Not. Anyway, so I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, how do you get out of depression? Now, a lot of people, there's a river here. A lot of people, their river, their path in life, a lot of us require It's not just a straight path. It's not an easy flowing river straight to the sea. Some of our paths are more like roller coaster rides. You go up and you go down, you spin around, it's scary, you don't know what to expect. It's a roller coaster ride. And maybe when you're in high school, you can feel it going up. Things are clicking for you. You're on the starting basketball team. You got a car, a summer job. Things are clicking. You're going up. You're feeling good. Then your girlfriend breaks up with you, and you plummet down, and you enter what we call, in mental health circles, depression. Oh, it's depressed. The road hit a little bump, little dip in the road. It's a depression. I always thought that was kind of a dumb word, because it's not just depression. A lot of people are seriously sad and scared. And when you get old enough, you start to look back and you go, yeah, that's scared, sad stuff is also kind of listening to your gut. It's also messages from God telling you whether or not you're on your right path. If you are unhappy, it's because you're not on the red road. I'm just going to say it. A lot of people think, well, no, I'm successful. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and I'm a really good person, and I'm following the rules, so I'm on the red road. I just happen to be sad. Nope. You might be on a good path, but it's not your path. If you want to find your Misqua Mikana, your true path in life, and, well, this is how you will overcome depression, by finding your red road. I was pretty depressed on and off most of my life. I always had a smile and a funny outward appearance. And I always looked like I was doing fine. Sometimes I was even looked like I was being successful. Look at her, she's singing in a band. Oh, look at her, she's in the spotlight. She's got a good job. Look, she's got a boyfriend. She's got everything she could possibly want. And look how often she laughs and stuff. She must be happy. But secretly, I was scared for the future. Totally distractedly sad about the past. And it wasn't until I figured out my true path. For a lot of us, maybe everyone, but I know a lot of artist types, creative types. You might be a frustrated artist. A tortured artist. That's a term, you know. Sometimes the tortured artist he's got a burning desire to express, to live a certain way, but nobody cares to listen. You know, he suffers in silence. Vincent van Gogh killed himself. He wanted to be an artist really bad. He wanted to be a famous, successful artist. And he wanted to paint and be recognized somehow and be supported by his creativity. And his brother owned a museum, an art museum. And so he knew about artists who lived these cool lives. But the only painting he ever sold while he was alive was to his brother. His brother kind of had to buy the painting. You know, nobody cared. Nobody cared about Van Gogh while he was alive. Just between you and me, I don't really care about Van Gogh even now. But a lot of people, but he was depressed and he killed himself after cutting his ear off. Because he was so sad he couldn't find his path. Well, a number of years ago, I was lucky enough to have sort of an adopted res auntie, Auntie Ida. And she talked about finding your path. She said in the OJIBWE, you find your path by looking at your gifts, your blessings, looking at your wounds, figuring out where your blessings and your wounds kind of cross, figure out who you love, figure out where the wounds and the blessings of the ones you love are, and then figure out how to use the things you love to help the people you love with a thing that they have problems with, and which might look like your problems. So, for us here at the show, but for Michael in particular, Michael was a frustrated artist. He wanted to be a cartoonist and a rock star. And for years, his whole life really, he drew comic strips. He could put them in the newspaper, make a few bucks, but nobody really cared. He never really became Charles Schultz. And then he started bands, and he wrote some songs. And he recorded some songs, and he even got a song on the radio for a little while. But nobody ever really cared. And so he was frustrated and depressed. But then, when he figured out, Michael's blessings are to draw, to sing. He's pretty funny. He can tell a story. He's creative, But Michael, especially at the time when he started this journey, he didn't know his language. He didn't know his culture. He knew his grandparents pretty well. But his grandparents were boarding school survivors. They didn't like talking about Ojibwe language and culture and stuff. And so he was trying to learn Ojibwe. He was trying to learn about powwow singing, and he was trying to learn stuff. Well, not far from where Michael lived was a little community called Onigum. People call it Onigum because they don't know how to pronounce Ojibwe, but it's Onigum. And there are all these wonderful little kids in there. Little Ojibwe kids. None of them knew anything about their language or their culture. And they were in the heart, deep in the Ojibwe territory, But these were kids who were kind of largely, I hate to say it, but it's true, ignored by their elders. Their dads weren't around. Even by the 3rd and 4th grade, they were starting to get in trouble in school. So Michael started illustrating children's books in Ojibwe. Now, teaching a kid how to count to 10 in Ojibwe doesn't matter. But if you're a guy who shows up in the classroom with a guitar and a ponytail, talking about cartoons and being on a Anishinaabe, and just started sharing stories of his life and talking about how cool it is to play music and draw, and the little kids really responded to it. Every 3rd grader is kind of a up-and-coming musician artist. They all sing and draw and do stuff like that. Well, that led to Michael kind of writing and producing musicals, really. Plays with songs in them for these kids. Started sharing his cartooning abilities and would teach a cartooning class here and there. And then Gitchimanadu started opening doors. Opportunities started to come to him. People he never met started sending money. just because they were supportive. When you find the thing you love to do anyway, and you try to, and you do that thing to address the issues for a group of people you care about. Now, we were lucky that we happened to care about Ojibwe kids. So teaching Ojibwe and talking this way and kind of promoting music and art and creativity is, we just lucked out. We like our audience. We get to do what we kind of want to do anyway. But this is, when we found the Red Road, so much of our depression, like, oh, what was life about? That went away. You stop worrying. You stop thinking about the good old days when you're happy with the present. I know we can get pretty nostalgic on this show, but they say nostalgia is a sign of a dying civilization, a dying culture. You know, let's not be a dying culture of nostalgia. Oh, remember back in the days of the grandfathers when Indians were cool? No. We're cool now. But you gotta find, we can learn from the ancestors a little bit, but we gotta live now in the sea. Gotta find the Red Road. When you find your Misqua Mikana, that's how you overcome depression. Do what you love to help somebody you love. And leave the rest to Gichimanado. That's all the Red Road is. Yeah, there's going to be some people like, whoa, the Red Road is sobriety. That's the key to happiness. Just say no to booze. It's like, well, no. For some people, for most of us, you don't really need to get drunk when you're walking your true path. But, then again, who knows? Look at Johnny Depp. No, I don't know. All right, well, I'm going to go back. This has been Auntie Natasha's little bit Bungie Nabwakawin. Little wisdom. I stayed out late last night. Nothing I could drink to help me drink you off of my mind. Everywhere I looked, I saw your face, and I wonder, try to get you off of my mind. Yeah, there's a lot of people that drink because they're trying to wash away the memories of lost love. What do you got for this empty spot inside of me? A deep dark hole where love used to be. Before she ran out and into the arms of some other guy. You all sit in this room and you talk like you got some kind of remedy. Well, I hear what you're telling me. And I got all the proof I need. It ain't the whiskey. All right. I'm going back, Beneshi Yug. But Gigawabamin Minawa. I will see you again. Boop, 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 boop. Beep, beep. Beep, beep.
Bonjour.
Hi, sweetie.
You ready to come in?
Yeah, can you pick me up?
You got it. Let's see, locking in on your coordinates.
All right.
And that's 1 to teleport.
Make it so. Number 1. So here we are.
Did you tell him how to beat depression?
Not really. I end up talking about Michael a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. About your journey to doing this show.
Yeah.
Do you regret never becoming a proper rock star?
Well, it's not over yet.
That's true. Summer's coming up. You never know. This could be the summer of Michael. Get you on that moon dance circuit.
Yeah. I don't know. Somebody's got to become the next Kiss guitarist.
Yeah. Tommy Thayer's not going to do it forever. No. Anywho, what do you think, baby?
What do I think about what?
Should we call it a show?
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Michael, do you want to add anything?
Well, that's good.
All right. Hey, everybody. Just want to say, actually, you know what? I want to say, I got to move something down though. Thanks for the memories. We got way too much stuff here. Under sources.
Yeah, I know.
All right. I'm sorry. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much. Chi miigwech. Miigwech gabizendawi egg. Thank you for listening. Dash miigwech ganawabi egg. And thank you for watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language. Oh, rolling my eyes. And culture. I am Natasha. This over here is Michael Lyons, the rockstar cartoonist.
Okay, miigwech, everyone.
And over here is NANABOOZHOO, the star of the show.
Okay, miigwech.
And I will see you again. Gigawabamin. Minoa. Hoa. Na. Hey, Donna's here.
Donna.
Well, hi, BOOZHOO Donna. We gotta go, but Gigawabamin. Minoa.